of Unit 12A, Day 1. And so what I'm going to be going over is multiplying and dividing rational expressions. So, to better understand it without the exponents, you can use numbers without exponents. So, 3 over 5 multiplied by 20 over 27 is, so 3 times 20 is 60, and 5 times 27 is 135. Whenever you get an answer, you need to make sure it's as simplified as possible. And these both can be divided by 15. So that would become 4 over 9, and that would be your solution. Now, multiplying is the easy part, but it gets a little bit harder with division. So let's say 12 over 25 divided by 16 over 35. Now, the thing about division is that you're actually just multiplying by the reciprocal. So, 12 over 25 divided by 16 over 35 would actually be 12 over 25 multiplied by 35 over 16. And that would come out to 420 over 400. And these are both divisible by the same numbers, so it would become 21 over 20. So, now that you understand the basics of how to do it, you can now bring in different factors. So, to understand simplifying first, you've been given this equation. So, you would divide this into 2 parts to simplify it as much as possible. So this would become 3 times 2 is 6, so 3x times 2x. And this can only be 2 and 1. And so you want the 3 to be able to multiply by 1, and the 2 by 2, because that's 4, and 4 plus 3 equals 7. So, plus 1, plus 2, and the same thing with this one, except you're going to do 3x plus 2. That remains the same, but because there's minuses both here, which means there has to be one negative and one positive, like we've talked about in earlier 6 weeks, and then it would become 2x minus 3. Now that you have this, you would need to just take out whatever parts are in both the numerator and the denominator. So this is the same as this, which means they cancel out. And so you're left with 2x plus 1 and 2x plus minus 3. 2x plus 1 over 2x minus 3. And because these are both their own terms, you cannot take anything out of that. So this would be your final simplified answer. Now, in order to understand multiplication, we can do this. So we can say, let's just say 3x times, so 3x over 6 times 3x over 2x equals, so that would equal 3x, 2x, 6 times 3x. Now these would cancel out because you're multiplying straight across, so you can think about it as you're just connecting this. and these are now connected. And so you can cancel this out, and that gives you the final simplified fraction of 2x over 6. Now for division, as I said, it's the same way. You could go with, let's say, 2x plus 1 over 3x plus 2 and 3x plus 2 over 6. And so the way you rewrite that would be 2x plus 1 over 3x plus 2 multiplied by 6, and then 3x plus 2. And so because you cannot cancel anything out, you would just simplify it as is, which makes it become 12x plus 6 over 9x plus 6x plus 6x, which turns into 12x plus 4. And that would be your answer. And you can get into more complicated things where there's x's and y's and z's, but this is just 12a, so that's not a part of this unit. This is the end of my lesson. Thank you for watching. Of